I mean, the thing is, when you look at the idea of the metaverse, and I'll take a quick definition and get into really why it matters. This sort of embodied internet where we can be present with other people. Because we live in the experience economy. All we talk about is our greatest experiences, where we travel, concerts we went to, dinners we went to, and it's all a family time, and it's all an assimilation with friends, with people, the camaraderie. Most people don't celebrate our alone time unless it's meditation or something. And you say, well, why does this matter? This is because people have always been an embodiment of their heroes, of the people around them, their plurality of identities. None of us are essentially comprised of one person. It is a plurality. What shows up in the room is what the people in the room will accept. But we're developing this construct of many different things. When you go into an environment that is virtual, you get to play out these other identities. That's why it's so powerful. That's the draw. I don't have to be the dude I am in person in real life, and that was the original draw of gaming. People who are, zetas in person are alphas in the gaming world because they get to put on this identity. In the metaverse, it allows you to do that. The other thing is the metaverse allows you to dream. It almost can mirror a dream state. If you have a moonshot idea experience, you can go into a metaverse-like environment and actually live it out in a way you can't do in person. So the human factor makes the metaverse an ultimate draw because we are constantly trying to play in spaces that best mimic real life. We like social networks, but they're 2D, so we don't get to sit in the room present. We have to wait for the other person to respond or like or post, and respond, like or post. It's 2D, it's inefficient, it's if-then scenario, like old email marketing tactics. If you reply like this, then I'll spit back that offer. That's not how human nature works. Human nature reads the room, it reads body language. There's an ebb and flow, there's a dance, there's unspoken language. And a metaverse experience is the closest thing that allows you to play out what happens in person. And that very much matters to human nature and people. That's why it's essentially so powerful. Gaming was a first iteration where you could kind of come in as a character and play act and participate and compete and obviously score points. And then we moved to virtual reality realms where you could buy virtual goods, and now it's an entire marketplace. But when you think about a metaverse experience, is the idea of merging the physical and digital, but have it closely mirror what we get to taste in person with people, because COVID taught us that we can't survive as lonely beings. We need fellowship, as they would say in the church. We need human connectivity, human touch. That's why there's a dog boom. People are like, okay, I don't have a partner, but I'm about to get a pet, so I don't have to talk to stuffed animals. This is very real. So the idea that when you start to look at the value of a metaverse experience, it's extending the reality that you already live in. It's the way we talk to brands. Don't think about the metaverse and big stunty means and overly investing. Think about extending the reality of what you already do into a space that allows you and your consumer set to experience the closest thing to being in person. And I think that's the promise of what the metaverse was really all about. I think it's been poorly sold in terms of why it's such a strong draw and why it would be undeniable for human nature to ultimately start to really adopt it at scale.
Is he a philosopher? Yes, he thinks very deeply. $100 for anyone who knows what song that comes from. What I learned from